Hey, what up you guys? It is SassyAssassin here, back with another video. So before I begin, I just remind everyone this video is under the Fair Use Act. It is not meant for children. It is not meant to bully or harass anyone, including Chantal Marie, aka Foodie Beauty, since she is the subject of today's video. Now keep in mind that I'm a big person and I'm entitled to have an opinion about another big person. Also keep in mind that my criticisms about Chantal Marie in this case is not about her weight. It's about her conduct on her YouTube platform and other social media platforms. It's about how she treats her audience, about how she lies, manipulates, and gaslights her audience, and how she clickbaits and monetizes off of critical health issues. If I talk about things that I need, want, or I'm doing for my channel, I'm not begging for money. I do accept donations, but I'm not asking for it. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this video or any of the videos I've made so far on this platform, please feel free to leave a comment below or hit me up on any of my social media accounts. Thank you. Well, hello you guys, and I am back with another Chantal Marie, aka Foodie Beauty, aka the mukbang drama queen that she is. I mean, at this point, she's right up there with Nikocado Avocado when it comes to mukbangers who perpetuate drama. I mean, honestly, she's the gift that keeps on giving when it comes to a ridiculous amount of drama. And in my opinion, I really think that she thrives off it. I mean, what else does she have to do in her life other than YouTube, whatever? And I think it gets her going. I'm not saying necessarily the sexual sense. I'm just saying, you know, it it gives her something to do. I don't know. Like, what do I know? But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about community tab receipts. And there are about two community tabs and then a comment that I want to also discuss. So the first one is about, it's my favorite one. The recent her just announcing that Coldest water bottle has dropped her basically, and is no longer sponsoring her. So I'm gonna read through this and talk about it as I read through it. So let's get to, as you would say. So So Coldest Water sent me a pissy email because they say I am bullying people. LMAO, but support and sponsor bullies. Look, I don't know much about the company. I know they sell overpriced water bottles. I know they support a lot of mukbangers, whatever. Honestly, from what I've heard, because I don't know very much about monetization on YouTube and like sponsorships and stuff like that, but from what I've heard from people who've been discussing this issue, who know more than I do, companies that sponsor YouTubers don't flippantly end contracts unless it's something major happens. And I honestly think that Foodie Beauty's recent video, the Hangry McDonald's mukbang that she did, or the major binge, I mean, crap, that, don't even get me started. But anyways, I think that was the push that they needed. But you know, I think honestly they've been maybe wanting to get rid of her for a while and didn't legally have a good reason to. Because I heard that allegedly people have been complaining to Coldest Water Bottle about her for a while, and maybe they, like I said, they didn't legally have a good reason to end her, her sponsorship. Anyways, just pissed that she can't even use proper grammar in this rate because she's rage posting like crazy. She's angry, even though she claims that she ended this sponsorship. Like, whatever. Just pissed that I decided to no longer work with them. This is no longer work with them. No, they dropped you. Like, they dropped you before you dropped them, girl. Do not support Coldest. They are overpriced anyway. So, on that logic, then, you have been sponsoring what you can perceive to be an overpriced water bottle, but at the time they were sponsoring you, they weren't overpriced. That just shows your bias, and just shows how, that you were that you were dropped, not you didn't drop them. You're just trying to make it as if because it wounded your pride. Okay, I can't remember where was I at. God, I lose it so quickly. Do not support cultists. They are okay. This is a problem that they are accused. This is a problem that they are accusing a person who is being tormented every day. I have been doxed. My family has been doxed. I have several channels and forums bullying me every day, and the cultist wants to pull this crap. Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. There are plenty of people on different forums and platforms, whatever, who are seriously bullying this woman. Okay, I mean that's a reality. Okay, like I'm gonna name a few. There's a Facebook group that I'm a part of that I see it. Reddit, Kiwi Farms. I don't frequent Reddit and Kiwi Farms, but I do frequent the Facebook group just for like updates and information, whatever, especially if I'm doing a video, whatever. But we don't see the YouTube comments because she deletes them. But from what I know, there's obviously a lot. There was a lot before she started deleting the comments. So I mean, I can't imagine that the number of people have gotten smaller. Honestly, here's the thing. Bullying is wrong. Okay? And I understand there's a lot of people that have their opinion about her, mostly negative, but there is a way to express one's opinion without stooping low and bullying a person. It's not worth it. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't do the person you're bullying any good. They could harm themselves, especially if they're mentally unstable, which Chantal is. And yes, I don't like her, and yes, I don't agree with what she does, but I don't agree with the bullying that she gets, the true bullying, not the constructive criticism. But I think that she doesn't understand. She can't differentiate between the two, or maybe she just doesn't want to, because it goes with her narrative if she just, puts everybody into one big pile, regardless of whether they're true bully, they're really truly bullying her or not. Because I think she enjoys the victim mentality. It gets her more attention, more drama, whatever, because she doesn't have a life. And she's honestly a very sad, embittered, lonely, ignorant human being who does not have a life whatsoever. And her life consists of living to eat. And she doesn't have, I've already said this in my last video. She has no passion, no drive, no life goals, nothing. And so, she's the type of person who, you come into contact with her, she'll drag you down to her never-ending black hole, because she is such a toxic person. She hates herself so much, and she hates people. At time I could relate to that. I wasn't always the happiest of human beings. At one point, I was a very sad and embittered individual who hated myself, hated others, because I was jaded by how I was treated when I was younger, and I was embittered and angry at the people who bullied me, living happy lives. And it took me a long time to realize that it's up to me to regain my happiness and to get past the anger and the resentment. And now I no longer identify with that person. No, I have never been the ignorant, racist, homophobic, transphobic person. I can't ever relate to that, but I can relate to the being a sad, embittered, lonely human being. It's not fun. It's not, and I'm able to put myself in her place to an extent, because like I said, I know what it's like, and it's not a fun thing. It's all consuming. It can get all consuming, and I think it's all consuming for her. Like, she will drag anyone down who even comes in contact with her. And we've seen that. We've seen that with BB. We're seeing that with Pete's. Like, he's quickly becoming her caretaker, her simp, whatever. And I wouldn't be surprised at one point if he has to quit his job for her. I mean, Pete's, get out while you can. You deserve better. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, you're putting yourself in this place, so, you know, you reap what you sow kind of thing. So. And as for the doxing, I think, is she going off the basis of her, the email that was allegedly sent from Charlie, which wasn't, because she has been doxed other times. I have heard that she's been doxed. I even heard recently that her address was doxed. I mean, I'm not surprised because so many people hate her, but there's, you know, doxing is a crime. Like, seriously. Like, it's not worth it. It literally is not worth it because you're putting yourself in a position where you could go to prison. Like, seriously. No lie. Like, look it up. You get caught, you can go away for quite a while. So just, it's not worth it. Horrible company. Who have I bullied? Really, Chantal? Who have you bullied? Charlie Gold, TheLyfeofaFreeSpirit, Yaba, pretty much anybody who doesn't agree with you. You've bullied and talked about people who can't even defend themselves. I'm talking about the people that she talks about in her story times negatively. Those people can't come on and defend themselves. How right is that? I've even heard, and now this is, I heard from remember that documentary that was made this last year, I think it was an hour or so documentary about Foodie Beauty, whatever. And he went through like a timeline of everything. Well, I can't remember who he is, but I do remember hearing that she actually used to bully a disabled or mentally challenged sibling or relative or whatever. So, really, girl? Now, that's all alleged. If you guys have more information about that, let me know. But, I remember hearing that in the documentary, and that stuck with me because it was like this it was unreal to me that she had, you know, allegedly may have done that, and now she's complaining about being bullied. Like, you allegedly bullied a either mentally challenged or disabled person. Like, that is just the lowest of the fucking low. So that's why her thing about bullying, she just doesn't like it because now she's reaping what she's sowing. She's done it. I'm sure with the kind of person that she is, that she probably did to other people. Now, I could be wrong. That's just like an assumption, and I try not to make assumptions, but, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if she was the kind of person that used to bully others. Or maybe she was bullied so much, so now she feels like she has to do it to other people because, as a revenge to all other human beings. Get fucking help, girl, because it's not right. You know, you like you say in your video, you reap what you sow. Karma is going to get you. Well, girl, karma is getting you right now. So. Ridiculous. Just like when you listened to the haters and canceled my sponsorship for the first time, now you'll pull this crap. I do remember that they did pull her for a time, and I really think, this is an opinion, I think that, they didn't have a legal reason to cut her off completely, and I think it was an error, whatever. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, so don't take this as fact. But like I said earlier in this video, I think that they just needed a good reason to drop her completely. And her recent video was perfect enough reason. But maybe they decided beforehand and she's just pretending this is done, you know, after the fact. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if her recent video was a reason. And I heard allegedly that people have been complaining to Coldest Waterborough for a while about Foodie Beauty. So maybe they were just building up a case and just looking for a good reason. I don't know. Shows what an unprofessional company you are. If you want to cancel my contract, fine. But it is so unprofessional as a company to make such accusations ridiculous. You know, I heard some things on the grapevine about some companies are changing how they sponsor people. I don't know. But like I said, I don't think companies who sponsor YouTubers don't flippantly just cancel a sponsorship unless there's a really good reason. And Chantal, you just literally handed it to them on an effing platter. Like, you literally just shot yourself in the foot. And honestly, I don't think any other company is going to want to sponsor her because of just how much of a garbage human being she is, and the fact that she has been accused, as you can see in part of this email, she's been accused of bullying and spreading false information. Who is going to want to sponsor that? You know, the way she's talking, like, this is, you know, it's so funny. Like, I've been, you know, when I saw this, I immediately compared her to Trump. Honest to God. I mean, this kind of behavior, the behavior that she exhibits, is very similar to how Trump is. And it's you know, it's honestly it's dangerous. It can be dangerous and really damaging to others, or, you know, other people. And the fact that, you know, she has access to a public platform, has the ability to use that platform and manipulate that platform to a certain extent and get monetized for her gaslighting and manipulation and her addictions, it's a very dangerous combination. And, you know, she talks about, you know, bullying, you know, there being effects of bullying. What about the effects of you monetizing your addiction and how it could affect other people, trigger other people, how it could harm an ignorant person who comes upon your video and realizes, oh, I could do this, and then in turn, like, ends up, you know, hurting themselves health-wise. I mean, you know, Chantal's the kind of person, just like Trump, who acts with the notion that there are no consequences and that they're somehow infallible to any type of consequence. And that's, like I said, a very dangerous combination. And I firmly believe people like Chantal should not have access to such a public platform. Yes, she has a right to free speech and defend herself. I will never take that away from anybody, including Foodie Beauty. But there are certain things about Foodie Beauty, person like Foodie Beauty, where it's just like, you know, given, you know, the kind of power, they could do dangerous things. And like I said, Trump is proof of that. Very much proof. And that's depending on who you support, you know, context and everything. The way I see it, you know, I try to look at things with an unbiased with no political opinion, and look at the facts. And because we live in the age of alternative facts and fake news and crap, it's just like that can be applied to Foodie Beauty. Like, she could pull the same tactics, and I think we've seen her pull the same tactics to a more minimal degree, but still, you see it. Okay. But anyway, so let's read this email that was sent. I'm gonna flip on over here. Come on. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna read. This is the email. We don't have a date on this, so maybe this was done before. I don't know. Dear Foodie Beauty, after reviewing your channel, we have decided to terminate your sponsorship effective immediately due to many reasons, including spreading false information and bullying. Very apropos, and I don't disagree with Coldest Water Bottle for doing that. We absolutely do not tolerate bullying at all. We do not want to be associated with you if you are going to bully people. Like, apropos, it's a very cookie cutter response, but it's a very straightforward response. And I just, like, I kind of think it's funny because she's bemoaning bullying and she's bemoaning being bullied, and to a certain degree, yes, she is, but she's also a bully herself, and it's just like, this is pretty much, in a way, putting her in her place. Effects of bullying. Bullying can affect everyone: those who are bullied, those who bully, and those who witness bullying. Bullying is linked to many negative outcomes, including impacts on mental health, substance abuse, and suicide. It is important to talk to kids to determine whether bullying or something else is a concern. So, you know, bullying is more of a of a term that we use towards children who are being bullied. But I'm not going to say that bullying is exclusively for, meant for kids, because adults can be bullied, adults can be harassed. But it's just like she acts like a child who is being bullied, and like this is like high school. And it's just like, dude, you are almost 40. If you cannot deal with criticism, and if you can't, deal with, the bullying, she can't control, the amount of bullying that she gets. Unless she complains to like Reddit and Kiwi Farms and to people that facilitate and allows people to do it. But that's pretty much all she can do. Or she would have to sue every person that bullies her, which she obviously can't afford that. So it's just like, you kind of have to learn to take it on the cuff and take it with a grain of salt, and be confident enough with yourself to know that what those people are saying, there's no validation to it, really. But sadly, in Foodie Beauty's case, even the bullies, there is some validation to what they are saying. But I'm not, I'm just speaking in a more broad sense. Like, I don't, I don't know every person, every bully has actually said, but, overall, Chantal is a garbage human being, and she acts like a shitty human being on her platform. And, that's going to garner a very, very, very negative response from the viewers. But she's too caught up in her own shit to realize that she is literally bringing this on herself. So, but anyways, on to the next one. Let me just find it. So this one, I believe, is about, this was now that coldest water bottle comment that was post, and coldest water bottle post and this post were both taken off. Now I had to screen grab this from her actual when it was up, so I don't have like she had a picture of the comment that was made on Amber's post. This is the research. I've actually seen this comment, whatever. So here we go. This was on Amberlynn Reed's community post as she was talking about her absence from YouTube. Hold on, maybe I can actually find it, because I can't remember who posted that. Forgive me, you guys. I should have been prepared. But I don't want to post on our video. Okay, there we go. Community. Okay, let's see if I can find the comment. Here's my comment. Okay, here we go. Did she write back? I'm afraid maybe she did. Did she respond back? Alright, so this comment was left by... I'm sorry. Sorry, girl, I cannot pronounce your name. Alright, so this is where the comment came from. Yeah. Alright, so before I read this, I'm kind of... it's kind of funny that she all of a sudden is posting about a comment that was left 5 days ago. Like, now she's bored. She's so bored that she is ranting on about something that has nothing to do with her. I think this is her way of trying to defend Amber, but still, like, you're just causing more drama at this point. Like, she is really fucking triggered, you guys. Like, she is just, wow. She's really just popping off. This is on Amberlynn's community post as she was talking about her absence from YouTube. It says, "Why don't you take a break in an obesity clinic?" Honestly, I don't find anything wrong with that question. This is what we all know that Amber needs, and honestly, would be the best thing for her. And she could get help. She could get better and be healthier and live an easier life, be able to do the things that she wants to do, that her obesity stops her from doing. Granted, it wouldn't be an easy journey, but still it would promote self-growth, right? And it would promote, it would give her, it would help her lose weight. And, I think once she gets on, you get going on that road, if you're in that position, when you actually start doing the things that you need to do, after a while, you start to see progress, and it makes you feel good. I felt the same way, especially, when I started being more mobile. I started regaining my mobility back, and it's like, coming from a person who basically nearly lost their mobility, being able to be even moderately more mobile than before is a blessing. So, it's been hard, but honestly, I enjoy the working out. I enjoy taking the walks. It's a cathartic experience. It makes me feel that I'm doing something good for my body, and now I have opportunities to do a little bit more than I've been able to do before, and quite a long time, years even. So it's like, it's almost like a religious experience, I guess. But anyways, why don't you shut your fat shaming face? Wow. This is not fat shaming. That's not, oh my God, she's so stupid. She's so delusional that she can't see that this wasn't a way to fat shame. This is the person saying, hey, why don't you go and check yourself out? If mentally you're so bad, why don't you, and if your situation is so bad, why don't you do the sensible thing and get to an obesity clinic? Because there they could give her, Amber, mental help as well, which would do her a world of good. Put her in a position where she has, control, but where she's, taken care of, and with other people who are going through the same thing. And I think that would be a world of good for her. And she could come back a totally different person, and that'd be great. Like, I'd love to see that. How is it okay for thousands of people to shame this girl on her weight and eating issues? Well, it depends on, there, like I said, that for both of them, there are bullies, and fat shamers, and then there are the people that love a train wreck, and then there are people that also, have constructive criticism, who actually care, or at one point were supporters. I mean, there's so many varieties of different viewers that view these people. It depends on who you're talking about. Do you think this daily relentless form of abuse is a good solution? To a certain extent, no, I don't. I mean, I think constructive criticism is good, but I don't think the constant, actual bullying and harassment is not good. It can, I speak from experience. It can be mentally draining, and that's why I advocate, to stop bullying these people. Stop making these rude, obnoxious, and derogatory comments, because it does not do these people any good. They are obviously not mentally sound, and they could hurt themselves. Is it our responsibility? No, but it's our responsibility if we want to speak out and leave comments. It's our responsibility as to be decent people. This type of behavior and comments towards someone struggling with an eating disorder, with an eating disorder, are triggering. True. You fake-ass reaction channels and viewers who claim you just want to help her are doing the opposite. Like I said, this depends on who's commenting, what the comment is, and stuff like that. There are plenty of people who leave reasonably good comments and who want to help her, and then there are those who leave just horrible, gut-wrenching, soul-draining comments, and you're just like, how do these people sleep at night? I don't understand. I can't relate to that. I've said some things that are pretty, a little bit over the line, close to the line, but honestly, it's all been out of just frustration and anger, and I don't condone it. I'm sorry for it, and sorry that I brought myself down to that point, but it's kind of understandable. I'm not I'm not justifying it, but but I will say it's sometimes, you know, it can be understandable. It's sometimes, you know, especially if you're, you know, caught up in the cycle, you know, and just looking for a way out as a viewer, but like it's not, I don't condone it. So, bullying worsens mental illness and eating disorders. Yes. Stop fat shaming creators no matter what size they are. You can't bully someone into changing. She doesn't owe you anything. She has a point. I mean, she actually does have a point here. But at the same time, it's like, you know, who is she talking about? When she talks about people, who is she talking about? Is she talking about the true bullies, or is she also talking about the people who give constructive criticism? Like I said, it's better if she gave more context into who she was talking about to have more of a valid argument. But the other thing is, girl, you've done the same thing. You've even done this to Amber in the past. So for you to come off and sit there and say that to you know, come on and trying to be a white knight, it's ridiculous. Girl, you are not the person to be white knighting for Amberlynn Reed. Like, because you are just as bad and sometimes even worse than the bullies that you talk about. I mean, you were right in there, and it's just so, it's funny because it's just like she's so delusional she doesn't realize it. She's like Trump, you know, all about revenge and getting back at people. Revenge is only short-lived. It's a bittersweet experience, and it's not worth it. At some point, you just have to let things go, you know, and make your peace that not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to agree with what you have to say. You know, it's just the way the world works. You don't like the internet? If you're so bothered, Chantal, then you just need to get off for a while. Log off. Maybe take Amber's, you know, maybe that's what Amber's doing. Maybe she's taking a break from, you know, all the negativity and trying to get, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know what's going on with Amberlynn Reed. I just hope that this time that she is taking off, I hope that she uses it constructively. But the likelihood of that is very slim, but still, you know, it could happen, right? It could happen. But anyways, yeah, you can't bully someone into change. You cannot bully someone into changing. That is the worst thing you can do. So she is right. She is right in that regard. She is right. When it comes to owing, I think since, you know, you're public figures and you owe a certain amount to your audience to be transparent, but you don't owe them everything. You know what I mean? Like, but you owe your audience enough to be transparent, you know, and being transparent on what's going on. But you still have the right to choose what you want to say and what you don't want to say. Sorry. That's just my opinion. Alright. One more. I can find it here. Is this it? Okay, Okay, I think this person's German, so it's... I think this is from a recent video. I'm gonna fact check this just to make sure I'm... Oh, maybe I have to click on her video. Ugh. Whatever. No ads. Okay, so... Alright, this is from her... Okay. This is my comment, by the way. If anybody you know what? I'm gonna read this, and then I'll read my comment that I left to the comment I'm gonna read. Give me a moment. Give me a mo. As my mom would say. Alright. Before anyone bitches that I am deleting comments, so is fake gold. This full fake gold thing. Like, girl, it's stupid. It's wrong, okay? You said you were racist. Oh my god. I can't even say what she said because it disgusts me too much. Every single person who has gone to defend me as well on her channel has been deleted, which is Charlie's right. She has the right to delete that stuff, as you have the right to delete whatever you want to delete, whatever comments you want to delete. Okay, there's proof of that. And why should anyone defend her behavior? I'm not going to say that I've always agreed with what Charlie has said, but I think, you know, Charlie has handled this better than you have. Okay? And, you know, it shows her maturity as opposed to your childish tantrums that you keep on throwing. Like, Chantal, girl, you sound like a childish, you sound like a child who is throwing a tantrum because you're not getting your way. It's so ridiculous. You are almost 40 years old. You are older than I am. Oh my god. She is the one doing the obsessive video after video with nothing but bullying and fat shaming and insults. She does make some derogatory comments, which I don't know. But if you listen to her analysis of the situation, of what is going on in Chantal's videos, it's on point. Saying her soul is black as coal is not racist. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you understand the history and appreciate the history, which you don't because you're a fucking racist, then you wouldn't say it. You wouldn't even dream of saying it. Especially during this time, with everything that's gone on, with Black Lives Matter and everything, you would think, be more sensitive about calling a person of color, saying derogatory terms. That's worse than anything that has been done to you, Chantal. Like, seriously. When it comes to the bullying and stuff. I mean, there's no reason to be racist. None. It is 2020. This should not even exist anymore. And you are just literally adding to the problem that is going on right now. I mean, if you look at the whole global situation, there is so, like, this is all over. This is all over. And you're, like I said, you're adding to the problem. And I don't care if you've dated a man of color. I don't care if you have friends that are of color. Or different ethnicities and stuff like that. You're still a fucking racist. You can still be racist and be associated with people of color, different ethnicities and stuff like that. You can still be racist and phobic. So, I'm sorry, Chantal. No, I'm not sorry. It does not go well it doesn't go in your favor. You're not going to win this one. What you did and said was wrong, and you're just going to have to fucking live with that. I stand by that, and I don't care what anyone thinks, honestly. I know, because you have no fucking shame, because you're a garbage human being. Also saying white people don't get to decide if we are being racist or not, to me, is going a bit far. By that logic, any person of color can claim anything a white person says to them as racist if they take it that way. I mean, here's the thing. Like, there's been, like, one instance where I don't know if it was me, somebody in my family had an encounter with a person of color. I think it was one of my sisters, and I think they were parked in a spot that they wanted, whatever, and they called my sister's white trash for no reason. Okay. They made, like, a white, like, a racial slur towards my sisters. And it's like, it's wrong, like, and it's just because they wanted that spot that they had, and they were angry that they didn't get it, whatever, and this person that was a person of color. So it's like, it can happen on both sides, in my opinion. But, she's using that, to try to justify her racist behavior. And Chantal, what you said and did was wrong. what you believe is wrong, and there's nothing you can, you can't change that narrative no matter how much you try. And your apologies, Chantal, were shit. You let Pete, like, pretty much do the last one that you did. Like, it was so, you were even racist in that with the Popeyes. Okay, whatever. You were even racist in your own apologies. So we all know, I mean, I knew that she wasn't sorry, whatever. Like, and I don't know, I can't remember what my response was, but in the back of my mind, I knew, even if I wanted to believe it or not, that she was still felt the same way, that she wasn't as sorry, whatever. And it was only a matter of time when she buckled and basically, let it out that she wasn't sorry. You're just bothered by Charlie's because she's a successful more of a successful YouTuber than you are, and she's been on the platform, like, not as long as you, like, way less time than you have. You're angry that she's actually losing weight, that she lives a successful life. She has a job. She has her own place. I mean, I don't know, like, her living situation to, like, whatever. I just know that she's a successful, normal human being. She just has, weight issues, and you know what I mean? Like she's everything that you want to be, which is normal. So there's no, like, definition of normal, but that no one's perfect, but it's just like, Chantal, you are far from anything normal. Like, your existence is not normal whatsoever. You literally live to eat when you should be eating to live. You live for YouTube. You live for nothing but YouTube and food. It's just, nothing is normal. Nothing. And I love and hate how she's like, oh, you're all just jealous of me. Jealous of what? Like, literally, what should we be jealous of? Like, I would really like to know, Chantal, there in no way is there anything about your existence that is enviable whatsoever. You live the life of a bottom feeder. Hell, even I'm not gonna say that my life is in any way ideal. I don't make my own income. I am living with my parents. I am sharing their income, but there's a lot of health issues that I have not allowed me to get a normal working job because I've been sick so much for so long. But I contribute in other ways. I help around the house. I help cook. I basically pull my weight when it comes to help, doing things. Okay. Pull my weight. Even when I was the heaviest, I still pulled my weight, because that, for me, that was my way of making up for the lack of income that I was not bringing in. And that's and very soon that's going to change. I'm going to be bringing in an income soon. So it's just like, I mean, I am sort of bringing an income in a little bit, but it's like nothing to sneeze at. It's like I said, I work 2 days a week, but I'm hoping to get another job, and I'm going to bring more of a substantial income in. So it's just like, you don't do any of that. Yeah, you make money monetizing your addiction and eating disorder. What's to envy about that? Why would we envy a person who sat down and ate a McDonald's meal, highly caloric meal that is meant for like 5 people? Why should we admire that in any way? Admire a person who is sad, lonely, embittered, and just an overall shit human being. Not to mention, not to forget, racist, homophobic, ignorant. Like, why would we envy that? And on top of it, you're gaining weight like mad. I mean, I'm not shaming. But I'm saying you're losing your mobility so fast. Like, why would we envy that? You can't even put on your own socks and shoes. Why would we envy that? Who? And then you say, well, about any guy that you come across, oh, they want me. Why would they want you? When they can see how out of breath you are all the time, how you've destroyed your body. And then you talk about your skin, girl, you have great skin, girl? You have great skin? Okay. Does that look like great skin to you? Does that look like great skin to you, girl? This, to me, looks like somebody who is destroying their body. Yes, it's a very unflattering picture, but it's accurate. You talk about, oh, I don't use makeup. Girl, you pound on the fucking makeup. Like, seriously. You pound that shit on. Yeah, and I said in my the video, the reaction, it's okay to wear makeup. It's okay to wear foundation, you know, moderate to mild to, you know, heavy. It's okay. Like, I'm not judging that. Like, I'm not, you know, whatever. It's fine. But girl, like, you sit there and say, oh, my skin is healthy. It looks natural. Girl, you fucking pound on makeup. And I'm sure you're wearing foundation. So, you know, girl, just stop. Anyways, I'm going to read my comment. Keep in mind that I was kind of triggered, so, you know, I'm not truly proud of everything I said, but you know what? I own up to it, right? Wow, just wow. You are like the saddest and most pathetic human being that I've ever encountered in my life so far. Like, I can't even begin to relate to the amount of loathing and self-hatred that you must feel for yourself, let alone other people, every single moment of every single day. You have no life goals, fulfillment, real friends, or supporters, just enablers and feeders, positive mindset, prospects, passion, drive, self-love, nothing. You are just a sad, ignorant, and embittered human being, slowly killing themselves to death via food, and to make things worse, you make money off it, which is nothing to be proud of because it is truly deplorable and disgusting, which is why so many people react negatively to you. That and because you have the shittiest attitude, hence reaction channels. Whether you want to, unbelievably, what you said was racist. What you believe is a racist ideal. It's the history behind the derogatory term that makes it saying it in poor taste. You are just so in your own delusional little bubble that you can't see that what you said is wrong. Point blank, period. As for bullying, you are just as guilty, girl. You talk about people in a negative way who don't even have the chance to defend themselves all the time in your story times. And you act like you are above the drama, but you thrive off it, girl. Now, in this comment, I did not mention, you know, the possible bullying of disabled or mentally challenged, either sister, you know, sibling or relative, because I don't know if that's a fact or not. I'm just going to say alleged. So, I mean, come on. What else do you have in your life? You don't have a life. You just exist to eat. What kind of quality of life is that? And to say that Charlie and the rest of us haters are jealous of you is fucking laughable. Why would anyone in their right mind be jealous of you when you really have no quality of life other than to eat? Who the fuck would want for that for themselves? No one. No one envies you, girl. No one. In conclusion, if you can't take the internet, girl, at 40 years old, then get off and get help. Life is full of people with different opinions. The internet is full of people who speak negatively of you and just about anyone in general. You're only getting the hate that you get because you behave like an overgrown toddler and act like a garbage human being. I honestly believe that you will lash out at anyone because you are so lonely, sad, and depressed that it's easier to bring others down than taking a good look at yourself. Like I said, can't relate. Hope you guys enjoy that comment. You know, now that I read it, I don't think there's anything I really am too ashamed of, but that's pretty much like, that was a culmination of my thoughts. I know some people would say, oh, don't leave comments, just stay in your own corner. Like, sometimes, you know, I don't know why, I had to say it. I had to say it to her. Okay, I had to get it out. And she may not read, she probably doesn't read it. Maybe she has me blocked. I don't know. But I hope she sees it. I really do. But, honestly, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I'm sure she is going to come out with more crazy stuff. She's at a point now where she's beyond help, in my opinion. She's out of control. And, you know, she says in her video, I'm just going to sit back and let you guys destroy yourselves. Girl, we're already seeing that with you. You're literally destroying yourself. Your channel, your body, just anything about yourself, because you're so self-destructive to the point that, and delusional, that you don't even realize it. You are so far up your own ass. Like, oh my God. Anyways, I want to just say also on a positive note that she does not have COVID, which I'm very happy about. I am so happy, Chantal, that you do not have COVID. I do not wish that on you or anyone. I don't wish death on you. I mean, I was worried. I was like, oh God, if she has COVID, that's it. She's done. I can say that and have empathy, but I still don't like her, and I still think she's a garbage human being. But there's just like I said, there's a line that you just do not cross. Okay, just try to stay. You know, you don't have, like I said, and I will drive this home again and again. You don't have to stoop low to their level to get your point across. There are ways of getting your point across without being an asshole. That's, you know, it's possible. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's worth. I hope you guys like my little presentation here. I'm probably going to use this as my thumbnail, but I just want to, you know, thank you all for the love and support. I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. I hope you guys are all happy, healthy, and safe. And, you know, until next time, I will see you guys. Peace out, my ninjas.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.